That's perfect. So that's one egg. If we want to mean more than one egg. Eggs, yeah. Right? So we can change it to eggs. Perfect. It's perfect. How about apple? You like my? Oh, this is a pear. This is a pear. Let's do pear instead then. Let's do pear. Do you know what a pear is? Yeah, I want a pear too. I want a pear too. They weren't on sale. They weren't on sale. Right? Do you know how to spell pear?
P-E-A-R.
That's perfect. If it's more than one pear.
Pears.
Pears? Do you like pears, Lucy? Yeah? Yeah? You like pears? So, we just talked about subjects and verbs. What's the subject of this one?
Lucy.
That's absolutely correct. Lucy is our subject. What's our verb?
Likes.
Likes. Do you know what this one means? Yeah? They enjoy it, right? Right? I like to eat tasty food. Right? I like to drive on the freeway when there's no traffic. Right? I like to go shopping when it's not too crowded. Right? Okay. Our next food item, you might guess it since we already previewed it. Apple. Do we know how to spell apple? No? Yeah? How do I spell apple? Apple. And if it's more than one apple, apples? Okay. Do you like apples? Yeah? Okay. So in this case, we would go... What part of the sentence is you? Is our subject? It's our subject, yes? Yeah? There's our verb, right? You like apples. There we go. Now, do you just like looking at apples? Just looking at them? I like the way they look. What do I do with an apple? I'm going to eat it, right? Right? I'm going to eat it? Yeah? So, I like apples, don't get me wrong. But I actually like eating apples. Don't I? Right? I like eating apples? Yeah? It's true. It's true. I do like eating apples. Maybe a little too much. Maybe a little too much. Okay. What's next? This drawing is a little difficult. This one's a little difficult. These could be a number of things, couldn't it? These could be tomatoes. These could be, but these are plums. This is the best I could do for plums. Right? You know what plums are? The little purple ones? They're really sweet. They dry them and they turn them into prunes. Right? They turn them into prunes. Do you know how to spell plum? Absolutely. Plum. Or plums, right? If we want to make it plural. Now, there's a word that sounds very similar, but it means something very different. With this one, the toilet's clogged. I'm plumbing. Right? I'm doing plumbing. But it's not the fruit. Right? Exactly, exactly. That's the plum, right? You have plumbers, they go around, they work the pipes, right? The water in the house, right? Different than the fruit. This is the fruit here. Okay? Now we have another one here. Strawberry. Strawberry. Do you like strawberries?
Yes.
I like strawberries too. They're expensive. They're usually pretty expensive, I find, right? Right? Do you know how to spell?
Yes.
Yes. W. Perfect. Ah, yes. This is the singular. This is one strawberry. One strawberry. But this one is a little different than the others. Because when we want to say more than one strawberry, how are we going to change it? We can't just add the S. Not with this one.
Y become I.
Yes. I-E-S. That's absolutely correct. We can't just add the S to this one. For this one, we would change it by writing. If it's more than one, right? So we can't just add the S to this one. We have this double R here. This is kind of a little clue. Another word like this is cherry. I have an illustration here for cherry pie, right? Cherry pie, right? Not bad. Just a little circle thing. It didn't look like a pie. I couldn't convince anybody it was a pie when it was just a circle thing, so I had to draw the cherries next to it. Right? How do I spell cherry? That's absolutely correct. So that's one cherry. If I want more than one cherry, cherries. But how do I spell this one? It's very similar to this one. How do I change it? I-E-S. Boom. Strawberries. So, or cherries. Let's make a little sentence here. If I were to write, Anna likes how do I spell it this time? How do I change it? Cherry? Oh, cherry pies! I didn't even think of that one, but I like it better. But I like it better. Cherry pies. Anna likes cherry pies, but you know what? Ryan likes cherry pies too. And if we're talking about more than one of us, let's say all of us like cherry pies. Every single one of us, we can say, we like cherry pie. We, all of us, we like cherry pie. Right? How did I change? How did I change life when I changed it to we? I took off the S, didn't I? I took off the S. Let's listen. We likes cherry pies, or we like cherry pies. We like cherry pies. Ryan likes cherry pies. We like cherry pies. Right? Now, I don't like cherry pies now. I'm a different person. I don't like cherry pies now. So I can't be part of we anymore, can I? I'm going to talk about all of you instead. But I'm not a part of you. I'm going to say, they like cherry pies. Not me, though. Not me. They like cherry pies. Right? But now, I'm Ryan again. I like cherry pies again. I'm part of the whole group again. And now I can say, all of us together, me too. We like cherry pies. Right? Alright. So we're going to do another food item, and instead of my writing the sentence, I'm going to ask very politely if you can volunteer a sentence. Now, this is my admittedly poor drawing of an orange. My bad drawing. It's a very bad drawing of an orange. Right? Yeah, it is a bad orange. Because it could also be a grapefruit, right? It could also be a lime. Right? It's impossible to tell. And the shape is kind of bad, isn't it? It's an orange, though. Right? It's an orange. Do you know the area we're living in is really famous for growing oranges? Yes. Right? Almost this whole land here was orange orchards. Yeah. Yeah. So, can anyone make a sentence with a subject and a verb with orange in it? You can use I, or you can say she, or you.
I like juice.
Ooh, I like?
Juice orange.
Okay, I'll show. Perfect. Let's work with that one. I, right? Like?
Like.
So for this one, when we say the juice of the orange, we're going to say, yes, orange juice. En español, el adjetivo is before. It's before, right? But in English, oh, actually, it would be jugo de naranja, right? Okay, so, right? Right? So you see, orange juice. Now, go on to say, not orange juice, but another type of juice. What's another type of juice? Another type of juice. Apple juice? Apple juice? Good. Now, maybe, can someone throw out a different verb or a different subject? A different subject. We. Perfect. Perfect. How about another verb? Let's look at another verb. We've seen eating. We've seen like. Drink. We drink apple juice. Right? Okay. Let's see. They. Perfect. They. Now, what does they mean?